Yolanda, in your book, you also describe the fascinating spiritual journey your medical challenges inspired you to pursue. You drew from your own local church, you went to a spiritual retreat in a Buddhist monastery, you learned from a Hindu guru, and you even traveled to Brazil to learn from John of God personally. And this following quote intrigued me especially. You write, "I was blind to many things before losing sight. I have to look at my own responsibility in all of this, and fairly early on, I asked the question, to what am I blind? It took the blindness to wake me up and to see more clearly, to see with greater discernment many things. So loss is gain. With the loss of my physical sight, I became more aware of my spiritual presence." Can you tell us more about this fascinating spiritual discovery that you made, especially when it comes to the distinction you make again and again in your book about the different realities of the body and the spirit?
I think it's been cumulative, Frank. I was fortunate to be raised by a mother who was very spiritually aware and very wise. And I studied various religions and philosophies over the course of my life. All of these teachings, and going back to Vedanta, the Katha Upanishads, the Buddhism, Sufi thought, and Islam, Judaism, Christianity, indigenous religions, it's all teaching basically the same thing. And it's love your creator, do good, be good. They each have different practices that they emphasize, but the teachings are very foundational, and they all are based around compassion and love. And so this is where we can change and modify and adapt and correct our thinking and our behavior to be more loving and more compassionate, to really live the principles of whatever faith tradition we're involved in. They're very similar. I love Houston Smith's work, and he wrote a book that I keep rereading, Frank, The World's Religions. And I go back forward, I reread Islam. I love the Sufi. I love Rumi's poetry. Read Rumi's poetry. It's very healing, very full of love. And all of these traditions teach something. And Houston Smith brings it to you from the inside out, not judging, not comparing, not trying to make one better than the other. It's just, he just gives it to you, like giving you rich spiritual food. And so that has been very important in my growth process. And then just something as simple as learning not to gossip, not to think negative thoughts. Very simple. Why can't we do that? But people hang on to the gossip and poor me this, that. And then you get stuck there. And so we need to empower ourselves by really developing whatever spiritual tradition we value, we have been raised in, or that we moved into, or that we're looking for, until we find one that feels good to us and helps empower us and helps us feel that direct connection with our Creator by whatever name we call her. I love that, and people kind of laugh when I say that, but it has to be a mother, father, Creator. God gave the Israelites through Moses. Wow, the Red Sea breaks open. They cross. It's very much a metaphor. They cross over into a new way of thinking and living by trusting God. So, we have to do that too. And whatever tradition we draw from, I was raised as a Christian, we draw from it and we take power in it, but we've got to live it. We can't just sit and think we're getting it just because we go to church on Sunday.